Hello, in this video I'll go over downloading Unity and going through the install process. So first things first, we have to install Unity Hub. If you just go to unity.com/download and you click download for Windows, that will start installing the hub there, which should be a pretty quick process. And then you essentially just go through the instructions here. I already have it installed, so I'll probably realize this and be able to skip it. But for you, you should just be able to go through. It's very self-explanatory, not that hard to do. From there, once you have Hub installed, you're going to want to open it. And you'll notice that for me it shows some things here, but you'll have this blank. So here it'll show all the projects you have, and if you click here you can see the Unity versions you have. Now if you want to install a new version, you have to go to Installs and Install Editor. Generally it's recommended to use an LTS version of Unity, but for SIGGD we usually choose a specific version at the start of the club year and then use it throughout the rest of the 2 semesters that we're working on that game, just to keep things constant. So because of that, you have to go to the archive, which is just unity.com/releases/editor/archive, and download the correct version. For this tutorial, we'll be using version 2021.3.10 F1. So if you go down here, 2021.x, and then just find the right version. Ours is here, 10, and then click Unity Hub, open Unity Hub, and it will automatically install it for you. Now I already have it installed, so it doesn't need to, but you can just go through the process. It's going to ask you if you want to install any build files that allows you to actually make an executable for different platforms, and it's going to also ask you to if you want to install documentation. You can say no to both of those because generally at SIGGD, well, documentation can be found online, so you don't need to download it, and generally we're not going to be making a lot of builds, so usually only 1 or 2 people actually need those files. What can be helpful though is it will have you install Visual Studio at the same time. Even if you already have Visual Studio or you use Visual Studio Code, Unity connects itself to Visual Studio in the specific version that installs and allows you to do some interesting debugging tools. So I recommend it, but it's optional. And that's about it for this video. On the next one, I'll tell you how to set up GitHub and collaborate in Unity.